Hi, I'm Scout Wilkins, delighted to be here with you in the Zen and Zest Cafe, talking about joy, the experience of joy, how to create more joy in our lives. And I wanted to start my part of this conversation by sharing something that came across my desk a couple of weeks ago that was actually written in 1937 by a man named Walter Lippmann, who had a column in the New York Herald Tribune. And he was writing about Amelia Earhart. It was about a week after her plane had gone down. And I think this touches exactly on what I understand the experience of joy to be, and what I know that I'm reaching for when I reach for more joy. It's more life engagement, more wholehearted showing up for my life. So here's what Walter Lippmann said. I cannot quite remember whether Miss Earhart undertook her flight with some practical purpose in mind, say to demonstrate something or another about aviation, which will make it a little easier for commercial passengers to move more quickly around the world. There are those who seem to think that an enterprise like hers must have some such justification, that without it, there's no good reason for taking such grave risks. But in truth, Miss Earhart needed no such justification. The world is a better place to live in because it contains human beings who will give up ease and security and stake their own lives in order to do what they themselves think worth doing. The best things of mankind are as useless as Amelia Earhart's adventure. They are the things that are undertaken not for some definite, measurable result, but because someone, not counting the costs or calculating the consequences, is moved by curiosity, the love of excellence, a point of honor, the compulsion to invent or to make or to understand. In such persons, mankind overcomes the inertia which would keep it earthbound forever in its habitual ways. They have in them the free and useless energy which alone people surpass themselves. Such energy cannot be planned and managed and made purposeful or weighted by the standards of utility or judged by its social consequences. It's wild and it's free. But all the heroes, the saints, the seers, the explorers, and the creators partake of it. They do not know what they discover. They do not know where their impulse is taking them. They can give no account in advance of where they are going or explain completely where they have been. They have been possessed for a time with an extraordinary passion which is unintelligible in ordinary terms. No preconceived theory fits them. No material purpose actuates them. They do the useless, brave, noble, divinely foolish, and very wisest things done. And what they prove to themselves and to others is that we are no mere creature of our habits, no mere automaton of our routine, no mere cog in the collective machine, but in the dust of which we are made, there is also fire, lighted now and then by great winds from the sky. Thank you, Walter Lippmann. If there was ever a better description of joy, I don't know if I've read it. Joy does not need justification. It doesn't need purpose. It's the fire inside of us. And so my big question is, how do we work with that fire? How do we, I believe it's always burning, even if it's just a small little spark. So how do we rekindle it? How do we feed it? How do we nurture it? How do we support it? How do we share it? To me, that's joy. And that's what I want to explore with you in the coming weeks. And I'm so delighted to be here with you. Thank you so much.